Go away, you dumb dog. Go away. Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another episode of Viewers Rides. As you guys can see, we have got winter here in Canada, finally. I guess it's probably been winter in some parts of Canada for quite some time, but just got it here for the first time this year, this winter, whatever, this season. Anyway, if you guys don't know what Viewers Rides is all about, this is similar to Easy Riders, Readers Rides, or In the Wind section, and it's just where my viewers get an opportunity to have their bike or bikes featured on an episode on my channel. So people can send in photos of their bikes, and I put them into a slideshow compilation, and we all get to watch all of the bikes slide by while you listen to me blabber in the background. And that's just what I'm gonna do while you all enjoy this slideshow. So let's just get right into it. Well guys, as you can see, we've got winter, and it's kind of a funny thing because it seems to always show up right when I'm thinking about putting my bike back on the road. And then not even 48 hours later, the temperature dropped by like 10 degrees during the day, and then we got a bunch of snow. And well, it's been a few nights of like minus 25 and daytime highs of like minus 18 to minus 10, and it's just been pretty cold. It's been about a week of this weather now, and it has not been the most fun. I think it's kind of funny because growing up, I would hear different stories of people down south in the southern states and just people in different parts of the world having all of these funny ideas in their head about what Canadians do up here in the freezing north. And I know you all think we're up here drinking beer and riding moose and feeding polar bears, and while all of that sounds like a whole lot of fun, the majority of us are just trying to hide from the cold. That's what I spend my winters doing. I stay inside, I go out as little as I need to, and yeah, I just kind of drink a lot of tea, eat a lot of cookies, and try to stay warm. Now, there are some people out there who really enjoy their winter activities. A lot of guys I know who ride motorcycles during the summer, they'll go ride their sleds up in the hills. There's a lot of people who go snowboarding or go skiing, or just do lots of different like winter time activities. I've never gone snowboarding or skiing. I've gone ice skating and fallen down a lot, but typically I like tobogganing. I do like to have a good winter day, go start a fire, make some hot chocolate, maybe with a little bit of Bailey's in it, bring some hot dogs and marshmallows, and just hang out around the fire and go toboggan till you're cold, and then just hang out around the fire, warm up, and then do some more tobogganing. That's always a good time, and it's one of the ways you can kind of get rid of the boredom in the winter time around here. But I haven't done that yet this year. I did go and pick up a couple little GT Racer toboggans. You guys should Google that if you've never seen one. And these things were like the bomb when I was a kid because they were so fast. We would go up to my uncle's house, and my uncle, I've actually talked about him a little bit in some of my episodes. He is one of the more serious like hardcore bikers that I know, and he actually had Easy Riders go up to his place before for like an after party after one of our show and shines that they used to do in Penticton. But anyways, we would go up there all the time as kids, and we would take these GT Racers and race down his driveway because he lives at the top of the mountain, and I think that's probably where I was first introduced to those sleds, and they're just a blast. Yeah, it's so much fun. There are some ways for us to pass the time here in Canada when it's too cold to do, you know, enjoyable summer things, but it's definitely not by riding moose. I'm sure that there's people who have moose that they ride, but I'm not one of them. I don't even know if I've ever seen a moose up close. I think I've seen them off in the distance driving towards Alberta and stuff like that, but never up close. Well, you lucky guys down in Florida and Texas get to enjoy riding all year round. Us people up here in Canada get to enjoy some white stuff on the ground, and we don't have to deal with large insects in the summer thanks to it. So that's a bonus, I guess, about getting winter, is you don't get a bunch of big bugs. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be asking about Loki. I know that you guys kind of ask about Loki every time you don't see him in one of my videos, and I know I've got a lot of new viewers who don't even know about my crow, but I do have a pet crow that I rescued, and I raised him. He was crippled and he's gotten a lot stronger. And sadly, guys, Loki has not been home for almost a week now, and he was outside in these freezing temperatures, minus 25 for a few nights, and he has not come home yet. Normally he's not gone this long, and I'm just hoping and praying that the little guy returns home safely, but I don't know if he will or not. So I'm letting you guys know that because I know that people are going to be asking about him, and I just wanted to let you guys know, but I just don't know if he's going to come home this time. I've been really hoping and praying that he does, but that's not in my control. I've kind of prepared myself a little bit for the day that he may not come home, but I'm just feeling guilty that I let him leave when it was so cold. I'm just hoping that he found some little bird friends out there that he could cuddle up with, and hopefully he's okay. That's all I can do is hope and pray for the little guy. There are a couple announcements too that I wanted to tell you guys. Well, just one really. Just a reminder about Shovel Fest. You guys have probably seen my Shovel Fest video, and if you haven't, you should go back and check it out. Shovel Fest is Creston Valley, BC's very own vintage motorcycle show and shine, where the shovelheads are the guests of honor. I'm going to be there running around with my camera trying to do as much filming as I can. If you guys are interested to know more information about it, I'll have the link to the Facebook page in the description of this video, and I will put a post on my community page with a flyer that will give you all the information about Shovel Fest. It's a really great time. You guys should really check out my video and see if that's something you'd be into coming to. If you guys like old motorcycles, or if you just like motorcycles in general, then it's definitely worth coming to check out, and there's no registration fee, so it's free. You just show up July 27th and make sure you're registered before 11 a.m. on that day, and your bike can be in the show. The show is open to 1984 and older motorcycles, so it is a vintage show and shine, but everybody's welcome to come and participate by viewing and just enjoying some of whatever activities are going to be going on. And I'm back at home now. I'm in my backyard because my equipment was beginning to fail in the cold, so I had to come home and let it warm up. So I'm going to try to make this quick too before my camera and my mic get too cold again. And if you guys are interested in having your bike featured in one of these episodes, then you can find my email in the description of this video. And please make sure that you send large, clear images when you send in your photos, because it's really hard to work with stuff that is too small or too blurry. And if you only have small photos, then send in a lot of photos, and then we can still fill the screen with your slide. Also include any information about the bike that you would like people to know, if you've done any modifications, the year, the make, the model. You can also include your first name and where you're from, your country or state if you would like, because that's always fun, and it usually generates some conversation in the comments section, and that's kind of what we're going for with these episodes, to build a bit of YouTube community. Also, if you have a YouTube channel that you would like mentioned in your slide, then you can tell me about that too, and I'll make sure to include that in there also, and maybe we can generate some traffic for you. And I really hope that I get to see a lot of new photos in my inbox after this episode, because this is just a great way of building YouTube community, and I know that a lot of you guys really like this stuff. I've got a lot of people who've sent in lots of photos, and people who are in multiple episodes, because they just have so much cool stuff to show off. You guys can comment with what your favorite bike is in the slideshow. Have some conversation among yourselves, and compliment each other and stuff like that. But I'd definitely be interested in knowing what your guys' favorite bike is in this slide. I think that that is also fun, just to see how everyone's different taste is. But I hope you guys really liked this episode. This is my contribution to Viewers Rides episode 15, my little yellow GT racer here. That is how us Canadians like to pass the time on these frigid winter days. These things go pretty good if you've got a good hill to go down, and I've got a decent hill right in my own backyard. So like always, I hope you guys liked this episode. Thank you to everyone who participated in this episode, whether it was by sending in photos or just by watching. And like always, if you like what you see, or if you just like me, or even if you don't like me but you like my bikes, then like this video, comment, subscribe to all those things you guys do. And like always, I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace. And I'm gonna take this thing for a whirl. Let's see if it'll go down this hill pretty good. Oh yeah. garbage out. Man. And there is no shortage of beautiful sunsets, even in the frozen north. Beautiful. I hope the bird's okay out there somewhere.